All right, everybody, welcome to Best of NWF's NXT After Show, October 14, 2015. Now, first up, we have Bayley coming out to the ring, and she gives a nice little speech. I think she was trying to show emotion, but it didn't really come off to me like pretty low energy. So she went back and forth. The crowd was really behind her. And then we have Alexa Bliss coming out. At first, she's playing the nice girl, congratulating her. And then, of course, we find out the true intentions is to pretty much call her out. So maybe we're going to get a Bayley and Alexa Bliss program going out of this. And that was pretty interesting because of all the other women and how they've been portraying them. I was surprised when it was Bliss, the one calling her out. So all in all for that, I mean, I guess we should be definitely happy it's not Eva Marie, and hopefully that stays apart for a long period of time. After that, we have a little Baylor Joe backstage segment from last week. Pretty much Joe saying he wants to out the title. Baylor agrees, but William Regal pretty much says, no, we're going to have a battle royal next week, meaning this week on NXT. Now, I'm all for battle royal, but I think they could have had a better way. Probably done a four-way again or something like that. I'll get to it later why I think that. After that, we have the Vaudevillains taking on Dawkins and Fulton, pretty much two jobbers. And the Vaudevillains are very entertaining. But like I said before, you know, you have the Tag Team Classic, but your Tag Team Champions are in it, but they don't win it. Then you have the winners of it not challenging for the tag titles. I think that was kind of weird. I think the Vaudevillains should have just not been in it or won the whole thing. Because coming out of this, I'm not really sure who the #1 contenders are. Backstage, you know, Dawson and Wilder pretty much said they were. I'm not sure why. I would think Baylor and Joe would be after winning an entire tournament around tag team action. But after that, we have an Asuka promo, pretty much recapping what happened last week. And I'm pretty excited to see her back in the ring. Like I said before, her filling in where, you know, you lose Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha. You know, we're getting world-class talent nonetheless. After that, we have our first women's match of the evening. We have Evie. I believe it's her first time on NXT. I don't remember ever seeing her before. And versus the debut of Nia Jax. Now, Nia Jax's promos have been going on for months. And I was interested at first, but kind of dwelled down. And now it's finally here. I'm like, okay, here comes Nia Jax. Now, nothing against, you know, in the men's division, there's all different body types. But the outfit she had on made her look horrible. She looked absolutely horrible in that outfit. I'm not sure who designed that. It was unflattering. It looked horrible. Horrible. And then I wasn't too sure, are they portraying her as a pretty girl or a beast of a woman? Like, that was confusing. And her outfit, God, it fit her in all the wrong places. It just looked just horrible on her. She needs to get a new outfit. You know, all the other girls in NXT pretty much have pretty nice outfits, and I think Nia Jax needs to go back to the drawing board with what she was doing. You know, we didn't really see much. It was a squash match, but from what I saw, I wasn't impressed, especially for all the hype coming in. I'm much more excited to see Asuka's next match. After that, we have the main event and the final match of the evening. We have the Battle Royal for the #1 contendership. And like I said earlier, I just think there was too many people in here. There was too many people we knew just didn't have a chance, and the ring was so crowded. You know, when they do the Royal Rumble, they come in one at a time, so the ring's never really that full. But when you have everyone at the ring to start off, it's just so... You can't see any action, just stuff's happening. It's just, they should have narrowed it down maybe to at least half of that if they were going to do it. And the ending of this match is kind of weird. I won't go into all the eliminations, but you have Samoa Joe in there in the end. You have Tyler Breeze, you have Baron Corbin, and Apollo Crews. Now, with those options, there's a lot different ways you can go. The crowd was definitely behind Tyler Breeze in this one. And, you know, Samoa Joe eliminates Tyler Breeze. Baron Corbin gets Samoa Joe over the top rope. Tyler Breeze pulls him down and eliminates him. So then we have Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews. At this point, I'm really thinking I guess Baron Corbin's going to win it. You know, Finn Balor's a huge face. You have him against Baron Corbin. That could be interesting. I wouldn't think Baron Corbin would win it, but at least, you know, it'd be an interesting feud. You have the established veteran that's wrestled all over the world against the newcomer, the cocky, arrogant, doesn't care about wrestling. I thought that could have been a pretty cool story. But you have Apollo Crews winning, and like I've said before, I'm not really impressed with anything Apollo Crews has shown so far. I know he has a big background behind him, but what I've seen in NXT, I really haven't seen anything that impressive. It's just something in his moves. It looks so choreographed, whereas like let's say Adrian Neville, he's so smooth when he does his moves, and they're similar build in not necessarily similar moveset, but the same kind of things with their body type, but. Yeah, I wasn't too sure why Apollo Crews would win. And after that, I mean, what does Baron Corbin do from there? Is he feud with Rhino again? I think that would be lame. And for Samoa Joe and Tyler Breeze needs a break. He needs something. Throw the guy a bone. And then Samoa Joe, I'm not sure what they want to do with him coming out of this. I figured he would probably double-cross Balor at some point, never did, and I thought he would definitely make a good #1 contender going forward. So after this show, I'm a little confused on the direction of where we're going, but still, NXT is 1,000 times better than Raw. Raw this past week was absolutely disgraceful. This is still a step up, even though some of the decisions I wasn't too sure about. And Nia Jax's outfit, definitely the worst part of the show. And the best part of the show, would probably be the reaction of the NXT universe to Bayley. I mean, they're just so behind her, and that's comforting to see. You know, someone finally gets what they really want. And this kind of reminded me of Daniel Bryan when he won the title, and the crowd was so firmly behind him. And you can see here in NXT, they're behind the girl that the crowd's behind. I wish on the main roster that'd be the same thing. If someone started to get a little steam from the crowd on their own, they got themselves over. I wish the machine would be behind them a little more. But after this, I guess I wouldn't say I'm looking forward to Raw, but I'm definitely looking forward to NXT next week to see where these stories go. So for Best of NWF, we are out.